things. Can you talk a little bit about Isha Arogya? I have been very curious because you gave me a little brief in the beginning of the video, and I was so curious. Like, tell us a little bit. Know what
Yeah,
was the what's your experience like, and how it's going now, and all that. Just whatever.
Like Isha Arogya, like it is my actually when I go to I can share you like when I go to my deathbed. When I remember what are all the big things that I would significant things that I have done in my life, I would put Isha Arogya on top. So it was a new Sadhguru just gave. Sadhguru doesn't even gave us the name. Okay, he just said a thing to our team that we were so. I'm now 35. It's been 12 years. I was 23 then. Okay. 23. I was just an young, raring chap, just out of my medical university, and I was full time with Isha then. We went to Sadhguru, and Sadhguru told we need to start a new project, and it has to be an integrative medicine from Siddha, Yoga, Homeopathy, Ayurveda, and Allopathy. Everything should come under one banner. So you do. That's all. That's all. We were 4-5 of us. One project coordinator was there, and 4-5 young chaps were there, and that's all he said. We didn't even give a name, and we started from zero. We started from scratch, and we gave a name to the project as Isha Arogya. And right from putting a name for that project, and now it has developed to a significant manufacturing facility, manufacturing around 150 different varieties of medicine in the last 12-13 years. It has taken a big leap, and it is my fortune to be a part of building that enterprise from its source. And initially, my aim was not putting a holistic system of medicine in one umbrella. This is not my intention. That is not for what I have gone to Isha. I have gone to Isha for a different purpose. The purpose was altogether different, but to be there, I just did this activity as a path towards my spiritual growth. That's all. And what blossomed in the next 5 years was both Isha Arogya as well as myself. So as a being, I blossomed because so many hurdles I have to cross through in those 5 years in building up this enterprise. An inner growth tremendously happened in a very fast pace in those 5 years. And on the outer aspect also, I was able to relate to my patients in a more deeper way. When especially I had a good friend of mine, Dr. Rajesh, a Siddha doctor, who is an MD in Siddha Systems of Medicine, and we both worked together for the 5 years in the Isha Arogya centers. And when we started to do things together, whatever acute conditions, whatever things that required allopathic interventions, a diagnosis that has to be made through allopathy, I was able to make it. And those diseases which required healing from inside, like chronic diseases like diabetes, arthritis, skin diseases, all those things, when Rajesh was able to take care of it in a very effortless way with these medicines, it opened up a big world of traditional medicine towards me, which most of my colleagues, modern medicine colleagues, they were deprived of this knowledge, I would say. Okay, so I got a good peep into our traditional systems of medicine. And coming from a modern scientific background, I can see what are all the lacunae that has been persisting in this systems of medicine, and what things that can be done to enhance our Indian system of medicine. So all those things I was able to relate to, and personally it was a big learning experience, big life experience for me. And again I came back to pursue my higher degree, MD degree, and when now I am sitting in a very balanced state. Now I'm sitting in a very balanced state. I know where, to what extent the integrative medicine can be practiced, and in what way it should be taken forward, and what are all the pitfalls when people sit together and start practicing medicine. So all these things, what are the benefits we can obtain from practicing an integrative medicine, all those things I can able to relate to in a very balanced manner at this point of my life. And somehow when Sadhguru gave this project to us, I just want to mention my wife was also part of the project, and both of us were very young, and we worked both together to make this project happen in the initial 5 years. And uh, uh, what I wish to happen in my life is to contribute with this amount of exposure that has been given towards traditional medicines by Isha to me, to both of us. We should do something and we belong to the modern system background also. So we should take this up, and we should propagate this practice of integrative medicine for the larger good of the society. This is what the thing that I wish to do. I wish to remember as a contribution of my life at the end of my life. So this is what I need to do.
Great. So just little bit in terms of so on ground, what did you all do with Isha Arogya? I think you all set up a few urban centers, as you had mentioned, in Tamil Nadu cities. Then there were rural health clinics.
So like we had 13 mobile medical vans. Okay, we have two. This Isha Arogya and Isha Outreach are two different projects. Isha Outreach was more of a non-profit. It was a non-profit outreach activity, which took 13 mobile medical vans to different interior villages of Tamil Nadu. We had 13 doctors who were serving through the mobile medical vans, and we had 4 to 5 Isha rural health clinics. You were mentioning about that Alandurai clinic and that clinic near Ashram. Those are stationary rural health clinics. We had 4 to 5 of them, and we are still having 3 to 4 of them still giving the services to the local community. And this is one aspect of it, and where primarily allopathic system of medicine was practiced, because we need to attend to emergencies in and around the villages. The villages doesn't have proper medical facility, where for a medical facility to get, they have to travel 20 to 25 kilometers. So in those rural areas, we had stationary clinics, and all those things we catered with allopathic medicine. And this project was a different project. As I said, Sadhguru wanted to start this, and we started it. And we started it in Chennai, Coimbatore, Salem, and Karur. And we ran those centers for around 10 years. And it was a stationary centers where two doctors from two different streams of medicine work together, and they consult a patient over a table. Across the table, two doctors will sit, and the patient will come. The patient will come. We will together take a history, and we will make a diagnosis. So allopathic diagnosis will be straightforward. The Siddha system of medicine, they diagnose the tridoshas, what are all the things, and we put a case sheet, and we formulate a treatment plan for that particular patient, and we take it from that. We ran a pharmacy. We had a Siddha pharmacy, Ayurvedic pharmacy. We also had allopathic drugs in the pharmacy, and what are all the medicines that could be combined, and how the patient came back and how it improved, whether there was any side effects or any deteriorations. Everything was monitored in a Pakka way, And we saw a remarkable improvements when both systems of doctors sat together across the table, and when we consulted, it was a remarkable contribution to the society. And we started to have more patients coming out to our centers. And seeing this, we did the consultation free of cost. Even though in urban centers, we did this consultation free of cost, because Sadhguru was very particular about this. Anybody who doesn't even have a penny, if he wants to have some sort of advice, some sort of thing to happen to him with regards to his health, he should come inside the Isha Arogya Center without thinking twice. So we did not charge fees for our consultation, but medicines were charged at a very nominal rate, since we have to cope up with the overhead expenses also. So that was done there. So it was a phenomenal experience in those 5 years when we were working, when two systems of medicines sat together and we were delivering things. And so metamorphosis of that project happened, and more interest and more focus was given towards the production, manufacturing of allopathic medicines, sorry, Ayurvedic and Siddha medicines, and sourcing raw materials for those medicines. So all those things happened, and we, Isha cannot open centers, and they cannot manage centers on their own. Instead of doing that, they wanted to supply medicines. We can manufacture medicines and supply those medicines to all the Ayurvedic and Siddha doctors who are practicing there. So it metamorphosed to that level. Yeah.
And why was this important? Because right now there is some manufacturing taking place already. So why did Isha get into it? Are they doing something at a different level? The reason I'm asking is there is a little bit of a context, because I was speaking to one of the Swamis about this Nilavembu Kashayam thing. And I think the normal Nilavembu Kashayam that you take, it's actually a Siddha medicine, but it has a side effect of body heat. I think you may be aware of it. So I was speaking to someone, actually, what they were saying was Isha has made its own Nilavembu Kashayam, and apparently they've made a really good version of it, where that doesn't lead to body heat issues and the problems of the typical one. So that's where I'm coming from. Like, what was it that led to stopping the clinics and saying we want to get into manufacturing of medicines?
No, like stopping the clinics was not an intention. It was a natural consequence, because to be honest, we both of us, myself and my wife, was playing a very active role in establishing those centers. And when we moved to pursue our higher studies, the centers could not be supported. So that was one drawback was there. But at the same time, the intention was also focused towards reaching out more centers, not establishing centers on our own, but at the same time, we want to reach out to more doctors through our medicines. So the importance was given to the manufacturing unit, and the manufacturing process, in the centers, the manufacturing centers, nowhere in any other centers, I don't know, especially in Tamil Nadu, we have a strong spiritual ambience in ashram with our swamis and mas. Many swamis and mas, they prepare the medicines, and the atmosphere is getting charged up with all the chants going on, everything. When you prepare those medicines, the right kind of ambience is set, and many things come into picture. They play a part in healing the person in manufacturing those medicines. All those subtle things that we have added in the manufacturing process, and sourcing of raw materials is done in a very meticulous manner. And in every aspect, Isha is so meticulous. So that quality is translated in the manufacturing process also. It reflects in the manufacturing process also. So the medicines that is coming out of the manufacturing unit is of highest quality, and especially in Tamil Nadu, Siddha system of medicine is an age-old tradition. but commercializing or taking it to a larger group of people, standardizing it, very few players are doing it. Very few players are able to translate this towards the needs of the modern community. And Isha is filling up this vacuum in a big way in Tamil Nadu.
Really, what happens is a lot of the specific Isha projects don't become very big because the people are stretched in, you know, because there are so many projects. There are few people managing something really good. But what happens is, like you are also saying, it releases people like you outside who has had this phenomenal experience on ground, actual experiential knowledge of how an integrated system can work. And I think that is very powerful.
Exactly.
You know, yeah, and Sadhguru is always there inspiring us. So, yeah.
Exactly. Like basically what Sadhguru says is projects are not meant for projects itself, for the sake of projects. It is meant for you. You have come here to do your sadhana. You have come here to experience what is the ultimate thing in life. So, so most of them who end up full time here, they don't come here for any other reason other than achieving their ultimate or realizing their potential or merging with Sadhguru, whatever you may call. So the highest thing, highest possible thing they want to experience in their lifetime. So for that they come here. So we get to do a work. That's all. We get to do certain things which can bind us, which can keep us, which can root us in our quest to the ultimate. That's all. So in those 5 years of my experience with Isha Arogya, the project happened only for me. I would personally say what the impact of the project is huge in the community. The way it has grown, way it has metamorphosed is just impeccable. The people right now, they are taking those people who are taking care of Isha Arogya manufacturing unit. They might the people really know the project is happening only for them. Their transformation. It's not about Isha Arogya manufacturing unit. It's not about Isha Arogya centers as such. We have transformed as human beings. That's all. That is what Sadhguru would say. If any action that doesn't bring transformation, I'm not interested in. That is what Sadhguru says.
Okay, yeah, that's really amazing. I need to think over it. I have never heard this in this from this angle. So very nice.